So what's the context? Where are we at right now? Forgive me if I feel like I'm preaching to the converted, preaching to the choir. But I figure it's helpful for me to articulate to you as to where I see your opportunities, your challenges, the things that are influencing your banking sector. I think it's fair to say that the challenges that you're experiencing are not unique to Zimbabwe. Some of the things that I mentioned in my first remarks, you have the government to consider, with government ownership. You have the regulator, and I'm going to kind of pop back to this theme in a few slides' time. I'm going to turn this presentation to something that's heavily legally focused, but we have to acknowledge where we are in terms of appeasing regulators, and also what regulators are likely going to ask you to do in the future. Are there any lawyers in the room? Show of hands, anybody a lawyer? Fabulous, and I can say exactly what I think. Regulation is written for lawyers by lawyers. They love it. They make these massive documents that say, here, this is Basel II. Go away and make what this says. And then it will give those documents. Do we have any CIOs in the room? Show of hands, please, CIOs. So, any CIOs that are there?
I think you need to be careful. CIOs.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to roll with this. So, but then my point is this: is that when you are a technologist, if you're an IT director, you're somebody in the business. In the operational activities, and you see this enormous document that says, this is Basel II, let's put this in, this is CRD4, this is FATCA, this is Know Your Customer, this is AML, and you're thinking, where do I start? How do I even adapt to this document? What am I supposed to be doing? Every bank in the world that I've ever advised, and I've worked in every one of the regions that Bhavesh showed on our slide of where we're present, has the same degree of challenge. What I think is important from MISIS and from ECB's support is that we are cognizant of that challenge. Therefore, what we then do in terms of the software that we create, we make sure that it integrates seamlessly to the regulatory environments that you're expected to operate within when it comes to transparency and reporting, rather than thinking we're just missing this by a mile. So, in terms of the context of the market, there's the regulatory aspect. There is the wider macroeconomic aspect as well. I must acknowledge as to where Zimbabwe is on its journey. Everybody's on the journey through life. Every country is on that journey as well. And if I look as to where that economic activity, where that growth is going to come from, whether it's by fostering greater degrees of entrepreneurialism, whether it's by fostering greater equality in society, and doing some of the things which I'm sure you talk about in terms of your strategies in meeting the objectives or meeting the needs of your customers and of your prospective customers, which is broadening the financial inclusiveness in society, which, if we look at the inequality that we see, and I've seen for many, many years, that financial inclusiveness aspect is very important. I should also warn you at this stage, there's absolutely no way on God's earth that I'm doing this presentation in 45 minutes.